Every week, there is a new buzzword in the AI industry. This week, it is MCP or Model Context Protocol. We have covered this MCP few months back, and I have been dropping videos here and there about it. It's not a bad project, but the way it is being projected as panacea for everything is not really true. I will be very honest, it is not easy to implement and still it is quite crude. It is not as flexible as you would hope to be. Now, the thing which it is trying to do is not bad at all. Actually, it is what is needed. It is trying to standardize the software exposure to your agents. So, for example, if you have your databases, if you have your legacy software, for example, or if you have any API endpoint, all of these require different sort of interfaces. What MCP is trying to do, it is trying to put a layer on top of those endpoints or different software and expose it to your agentic software, so that instead of understanding your particular or peculiar interface separately, it will just go and talk to the MCP server. So this is the whole idea behind it. Now, this creation of MCP and the standardization, it is another rabbit hole which I have discussed in few videos, and I will be making few more. Actually, I am working on a video where I'm going to show you an example as how to build an MCP server in as easy way as possible. But the point here is that good project, a lot of value there, but don't fall for the hype. Okay, having said that, in this video I'm going to show you this new project which is called as MCP-Agent. What this project is trying to do, it is trying to marry the MCP with agentic software. So it is combining both model context protocol with the effective AI agents. It is a simple framework to build agents using model context protocol. If you go to all of these GitHub repos, all of them say that it's simple, it is very flexible. Anyway, we will see how simple that is. We are going to install it and then we will see how it performs. So let's get started. Before that, let me also give a thanks to Mast Compute for sponsoring the VM for this video. If you're looking to rent a VM or GPU or CPU on very affordable prices, you can find the link to their website in video description with a discount coupon of 50% for a range of VMs and GPUs. This is Ubuntu system I'm going to use. I also have a GPU, but I will be using an API based model because the idea behind this video is to show you how this tool is working. So let me clear the screen. First up, let me git clone this repo, and I will also drop the link to it in videos description. I'm going to use UV Python package manager for this, and I already have UV installed. If you don't know how to install UV, just search my channel. I have done a video on it. It's a very simple one-liner to get it installed. So the UV is installed. Next step which we need to do in order to install this MCP-Agent framework is to simply run this command from the root of the repo. It creates an isolated environment, and then by using the pyproject.toml file and project log file, it simply creates a environment for you. Now, this is what I meant when I was referring to the simple framework thing. So this command which I have just run is from their repo, and this doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work is a very simple error, because we are in this MCP-Agent directory which we have cloned, and when we try to add this, it is a circular dependency. So I think they really need to fix these simple things before they open it for the people. So for that, all you need to do is to first create a virtual environment with UV like this, and then instead of adding that MCP-Agent, all we need to do is to use this UV install so that it will use that pyproject.toml. And now all the dependencies are installed after running that UV install command. Let's go to their examples directory. Let me also rename the configuration file where we need to put an API key, and I will also show you how it looks like. Let me open it in my VS Code editor and I'll show you. And this is where we need to provide the API key. So that is a paid option. You would need to go to platform.openai.com and grab this OpenAI's API key. So let me put in my key here and then save and go back to terminal. And now let me show you the example. So in this example, we are using a finder agent that uses a fetch and file system servers to look up a file, read a blog, and then write a tweet. So for that, all you need to do is to run this uv main.py. And as soon as you run it, it is doing some more installation. Now it is running. You see it is running that MCP basic agent. It is chatting. The finder agent is working with each other. And then it is, sorry, if I just go up and show you, there you go. So because, okay, so it is using the Anthropic one here. So let me also put in that key. But other than that, if I quickly take you up and show you the flow, this is where it is accessing the websites. It is checking all the blog and stuff. So it has done what it needed to do, except that it couldn't do the LLM one. So let me put in my Anthropic's API key, which is again another paid option. So I have put in my Anthropic key and now let me run it again. And I will run it in real time so that you could also see. There you go. It is again chatting. Now it is using that Claude 3.7. It is now calling the tool because these agents use the tools in order to do something. It is talking to that workflow by using this, and there you go. So this is where it has done all the file system fetching. As you can see, this is a tweet which it has done. There you go. And then this is the model, and there are a lot of actions there. It has written the blog post and then it tweeted about it, and these are all the logs which it has done. So now let me take you to the code and show you what exactly is happening, because this looks all well and good, but I think the real value is when you check out the code, because you want to run your own agents blended with these MCP servers. So this is a code which I called main.py. So what this code is doing, it is starting by importing all the dependencies, and then it is importing all the configuration and classes from our installed MCP-Agent library, which we have just done. And then you can see that this is the MCP setting. This is a fetch server which I was mentioning. People have already created it. This is where it is bringing it in. This is my OpenAI's API key, and then this is the Anthropic's key which we have already set it in the environment. And from there we are doing agent configuration here. So, and then we are also doing the logging, and then MCP related setting, how to call fetch and file system function using external CSI, MCP command and that sort of stuff. And then this is the async usage. So when we use this example usage asynchronously, in this one we are initializing and launching our agent app, as you can see here. And then we are also accessing the logger and context. We are configuring file system server dynamically by adding the current directory as an argument, because we are using this current config system. And then we are creating this specific agent which can access files and fetch URLs, guided by a natural language instructions about its capabilities, which you can of course change. And then we are connecting to servers and tool, and the agent lists out tools it can access, and then it logs and checks available tool, which is through the logger.info. And then we are doing interaction with the LLM here. And once that, we are using OpenAI's model, which retrieves the exact content of MCP-Agent config.yaml file, and then it switches dynamically to Anthropic's LLM and parses text from the model context protocol.io introduction for this specific tool. And then we are running a multi-turn conversation in order to enable these agents to talk to each other. And then the Anthropic model is summarizing previously fetched paragraphs into a tweet-like summary. So all in all, pretty interesting. And at a high level, what this code is doing, it is initiating and configuring a simple AI powered agent within the MCP framework. It connects this agent to various tools and external services like file system access and URL fetching, integrating it with AI models from OpenAI and Anthropic, and demonstrating how to ask agent questions and retrieve responses. So all in all, I think not a bad effort at all, but still a lot of work to do. It's not as simple as it looks because it's a pre-made example. If you have your own MCP server, and then if you have your own application, you have to do a lot of tinkering with this code. But that would of course depend upon your use case. The more harder, the more complex the workflow is, the more hard it will be. So don't think that it is a trivial effort. I don't think so. I think you would need quite a good Python skills, good understanding of your application interfaces, and then you can build it. But once you build it correctly, I think this could be a real good thing. And one last final thing is, because these are agentic software LLM based outputs, so you would have to make sure whatever LLM is generating is what you need. So you would need to put in some guardrails in between this MCP calls and your LLM outputs. So that's it. Let me know what do you think about this. I will drop the link to it in video's description. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.